Hey Gengar Gang, what is going on? My name is Ryan, this is the Analytic Gengar, and welcome to another video. In today's video, friends, we talk about those mysteriously appearing Champions Path boxes. So, if anyone hasn't been following the story behind Champions Path, obviously they're incredibly difficult to find. And then, in addition to that, scalpers have been doing an excellent job of keeping prices artificially high by buying everything they can and then trying to resell it at a higher price. Now, in addition to all of the headaches implied by that, we also have to now compete with the idea that in certain stores, boxes like this one are being opened up and packs are either being stolen out or they're being purchased, opened, resealed, and returned to stores. But among all the different types of drama that have been happening with Champions Path items, this video is related to one of the most unique. And this is going to be a video that covers the poorly sealed boxes. So what do I mean by that? Well, at first glance, this looks like a sealed pack, right? It has 1, 2, 3, 4. It has the promo card, and then it has the regular jumbo card as well. Hatterene, everything matches, right? So nothing here looks amiss. However, if I flip this box over and show you the seam on this side, what you'll see is actually the seam is lifting. And this was found on a Target store shelf exactly like this. Now the funny thing is that I know for a fact the distributor had left at least a few more of these boxes on store shelves, but for one reason or another, this is the only box that I found on the store shelf, and I believe that part of the reason why it was left is because of this seal. Now, you think this side is bad, but we're actually going to take a look at this side of the box in a little bit. I'd actually like to point your attention to this side, which I have actually been holding closed for the sake of the beginning of this video. And as you can see, it's really weird, but what I would like to point out is that this seam is literally perfect. So let me pick up this side of the box. As you can see, there's no evidence of tampering. Typically what would happen is the glue is pressed down. So let me demonstrate. This flap would be closed, this flap would be closed, and this entire side of the box would be heated. When it's heated on this side, this glue would cause adhesion and would effectively seal the box down, and then the box becomes sealed. Now, you've seen me open these on camera before, and there's tons of other videos where folks have done it. Effectively, what you would do is you would come in and you would tear this off, and when you tear, what ends up happening is this kind of serves like a little bit of a tamper evident seal, because this holographic foil pattern would get damaged when you open the box up. More importantly, these things never open cleanly, so typically you just got to kind of tear into them because this glue is actually pretty strong. So when I found this box was basically, and let me try to zoom or do something. This box was basically sitting on store shelves like this, and it was really gross looking because I was like, whoa. But then I went and I took a look at the packs inside the box and I said, no, this is one of those boxes that came from the factory like this. And again, my theory and my thought is that the whole reason for that is because of this really weird non-gluing factor, right? Because if this was glued and then had been torn open, I would say, okay, this entire side of the box is damaged. It looks like someone tore into the box and either replaced packs or did something weird. But the fact that the glue wasn't even like activated and it just looks like it had barely yet to be sealed down kind of gave me the hint that, hey, maybe this is one of those boxes that just wasn't sealed correctly. So this is something that you should be on the lookout for. Now, what I will do is I will also open this side of the box. And as you can see, as I'm opening it, it pops, right? So as you just saw, it just popped open. And as you can see right here, there's a little bit of damage to the box that basically indicates, hey, this box was previously opened. And again, if you look on this side, there is nothing about this box that would indicate that something like that had ever happened. So This is something that you should be on the lookout for. Not all of these boxes are tampered with, is I guess the main point of this video. In today's video, I guess we're certainly going to find out if my box was tampered with, because I have the entire contents right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this box and we're going to do it just like regular. We're going to do 4 packs of this. I also have 10 packs of Vivid Voltage off to the side here, so we will get a look at those. Here is the Hatterene promo card, so let me get that centered up nicely. Then here is a code card for the box. I believe the code card would also come with the Hatterene Jumbo. Here is the Jumbo card itself, very nice, literally useless, whatever. Then obviously we have 4 packs of Champions Path. So now let's take a look at each of the boxes individually, or each of the packs rather, and let's see if there's anything weird or sus about those. So, of the 4 packs, we have 2 Dreadnought, 1 Gardevoir, and 1 Galarian Linoon. I forget what his name is, Obstagoon, when he's in Galar. So, when I'm first looking at these packs, anything of note? No, this top crimp looks totally fine. This crimp also looks a little fine. If there was anything weird that I could say, it would be that this bottom part has like a little weird tail, but that looks more of a, again, like a factory thing more so than anything else. Opening the back of it, again, the pack behaves exactly as it should. It's properly crimped down, so that makes sense. And now, yeah, without further ado, let's open up a few of these and see if they are in fact Champions Path cards in there, because that would again be indicative of whether or not you know, these were resealed or not. I think there's a hit in this box, by the way. Here is the first code card. Let's go ahead and move that off to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4 from the back. Wouldn't it be funny if I pulled a Charizard out of this? But let's find out. We got Fighting Energy, Great Ball, Hatterene, Carvanha, Kakuna, Weedle, Pokeball, Sizzlipede, Bidet, and a Gardevoir is our rare for the pack. And yeah, looks totally legit. Again, nothing weird or odd about this. In theory, you would expect a resealed pack to either have cards that are out of order or cards that are not from the set, etc., etc. So kind of weird that a quote-unquote open box would have that kind of defect. Again, evidence to the fact that, hey, maybe it's not a maybe it's not a defective box per se. Maybe it's just, they didn't seal it down properly. We got a Machoke, an Inkay, a Hantena, Trubbish, Kakuna, Purloin, a Victini, and our rare is a Duraludon. Okay, so you got 2 rares in this particular box. Typically in a box you'll see 1 V card, so I'm actually pretty impressed. Wouldn't it be cool if each of these had a V? I doubt that's the thing, but I mean, hey, I can dream, right? Let's drop this pack over there. Let's flip this code card around for you. Got a QHH. It's an interesting code. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 from the back. And may I just say, these cards are also good looking. They're not like busted, because sometimes you'll open these pack fresh and they will just be the roughest looking cards ever. Some things that I'm looking for as I'm scrolling through is each card actually from Champions Path. Got a Galarian Obstagoon. And then the other thing that I'm also looking for is our cards out of order. But again, 3 out of the 4 packs in, and I think I have proven beyond reasonable doubt that these cards are legit. I think this box was just one of those boxes that was just a little odd, so to say. And what's funny is that I think there is another hit in this. Holy smokes, there's another hit in this. There's an upside down code card for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let us see what we will get, friends. So you got a Psychic Energy, a Rotom Phone, a Great Ball, a Absol, a Scraggy, Swablu, Hantena, Galarian Linoon, Pokeball. Got the reverse version of the last rare, and a Incineroar V. Hey, yo. So literally one of the most busted boxes that I have ever purchased, probably was the most packed in terms of hits. I got 3 V cards and 1 holo. And I guess there's your evidence that, you know, not all boxes, even if they are defective from the factory, are tampered with, because we just kind of proved like, hey, you know, there's probably some packs out there or some items out there that are just a little rough from the factory, but all things considered have, you know, 3 really nice hits. Nothing textured. Was kind of hoping I'd pull my Rainbow Rare Charizard out of that, but you know what? All things considered, that's probably one of the most stacked products I've ever opened when it comes to Champion's Path. So in the grand scheme of things, I am totally okay with that. And now we'll go and get those Vivid Voltage 3 packs open, and then we'll get those opened up on screen. Alrighty, friends, and we're back. So I went ahead and tore down the boxes. Here's the first pin. It's a Como O. I love that new shatter pattern that they're doing. And again, these are Vivid Voltage 3 packs. I picked these up at Target, my local Target to be specific, and they were a whopping $12.99. So I actually paid MSRP for Vivid Voltage. Imagine that. One of the cool things is that they do have a Lugia coin, which I have a feeling will be, I don't think it'll be like a high value collectible, but I can imagine someone doing some dumb weird stuff and, you know, offering a stupid amount of money for it. Here's your first 3-pack blister, so you can go ahead and grab the codes out of that. And then I did just grab 2 of the Sobble ones, so that's why there's 2 Sobble promo cards. Really cute. Here's the second code card. What I like about this is that you do have all 3 starters, so that's actually pretty cool. And I think that they're doing it so that they're giving out 1 of each of the 3. So then it's just a matter of like whichever card you grab features the other 2 in the back. Obviously, then we have a 6 Vivid Voltage. So let's just crack into these super quickly. And then, let's see. So here's your first code card. Let's keep it a secret, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's just fast roll them. Got a Charmeleon, a Pinchurchin, Telescopic Milcery, Wooper, Nincada, Wishma, Drillbur, Woopa, a Colossal V. So fun fact, I pulled the shiny version of that card over in, what do you call it? Darkness Ablaze. So that was pretty cool. Haven't yet pulled the Orbeetle out of this. I did do 1 booster box opening, so that was pretty fun. Got a green code card, which I definitely just spoiled for myself. There's the code, pause the video. The good news is that you can still get out of the reverse slot a really nice Amazing Rare. So in theory, even if you get a green code card, it doesn't mean you didn't get a hit, because the Amazing Rares would get pulled out of that slot anyway. Obviously, addition to the Amazing Rares, the other big hits that you want out of this are going to be the Pikachu. So you do have the full art version of that card, you do have the bigger version of that card, the VMAX, and then you also have the Rainbow Rare version of the VMAX card. So tons of reasons to sort of, you know, jump in and take a peek and see if you can get lucky and pull one of these. Vivid Voltage has just kind of been all over the place in terms of price. It seems like things are like booster boxes sell for $150 right now, so it's a little crazy. Part of that is due to scalper behavior, part of that is also just due to there not being enough supply in the market. So it's one of those situations where give it a little bit of time. If you weren't able to pick anything up on the initial sort of print runs, this stuff is going to get printed for years, so there's literally no reason for you to do anything other than pay MSRP for this stuff. Literally doing anything else is just going to be silly and not smart or responsible for your pockets, because it just literally doesn't make sense to spend anything more than MSRP. This stuff is brand new and it will be printed for years and years to come. Same thing with Champion's Path. However, I think Champion's Path might not be, you know, printed for years and years to come. I think they might stop printing sooner or later. But if I can just remind everyone, last time around this year, I was opening up Shining Legends packs on the channel because I bought them at Target for 50 bucks. And now those same ETBs are worth 200. So in the grand scheme of things, you know, you should just be aware that, like, hey, not every single thing is going to become investment worthy immediately after the fact. Like, you know, chances are you will get reprints of things like Hidden Fates, like things of Shining Fates when it comes out. So just bear in mind, you know, there's no reason to invest or even spend more on this stuff than it's worth, because honestly, you know, once it gets printed again, it probably will drop in price insanely. And if you look, and if you need evidence of that, one of the things that I recently learned is that they will be reprinting evolutions. So a lot of people just bought booster boxes at $400 or $500 that are now going to be sort of awkwardly not being happy because they just literally spent $400 on something that, you know, the distributor is going to be able to ship a case for $600 in a little bit. Got a Pincurchin and a Drapion V. Very cool. So out of those two, we did get two big hits, a Colossal and a Drapion V. Obviously, I do have a Vivid Voltage booster box opening on the channel, so definitely go check it out. I'm also hoping to get some other openings over on IG. So I have one of these literally right next to me. And I want to open probably both halves on IG as just like two versions of the same show. So let me know if you're interested in that. Definitely go check it out. IG is always down below as usual. Thanks again for watching today's video, friends. Long story short, not every box you see has been tampered with on store shelves. I've seen a lot of like people screaming about that recently. I just think it's a little bit silly because obviously it's not always the case. But yeah, definitely let me know what you think down below. Special question, have you ever purchased a box like the one that I did? And if you did take that chance, what did you get out of it? Today, we opened up a Champions Path box and got 3 V cards out of it. But have you ever purchased one? And did you get hits? Did you not get hits? Did it end up being resealed? Let me know down below. Thanks again for watching today's video. As always, I appreciate your viewership and have a great day, guys. Peace.